Hi everyone, welcome. We often use embroidery to embellish our smocking designs, and in particular the lacy daisy stitch is used often to form leaves or even flowers on top of a smocking design. So today I have a quick tutorial for you to show you how to do that lacy daisy stitch to make sure it lays on top of the pleats, it doesn't disappear down into the valley, and will make your smocking look lovely. But first, let me introduce myself. I'm Lisa, the owner and designer behind Pink Hollybush Patterns. Pink Hollybush is a line of sewing patterns for children, most of which incorporate a smocking option and most of which are designed for knits. But I also sew for myself and my two adult daughters. So on this channel, we talk all things sewing and smocking. Today we are talking smocking and particularly how to add that lacy daisy stitch. So let's delve in and let me show you how to do this.
So I have my doodle cloth. I'm using my number 7 darner, but you could use an embroidery needle as well. And I have 3 strands of floss. And again, you could use more or less floss depending on the look you want. Now, whether you come up in the valley or in the top of the pleat depends on the design and the look you're going for. With this, the leaves come for this flower, I want to come up in the valley because I want it to look like the leaves are actually coming up out of this stem base. So I'm going to, I've knotted my thread and I'm coming up right in that center valley. And I'm going to angle my lacy daisy over, and I'm going to skim through the top of the pleats. I hope you can see that. And there's my needle. So I hope you can see, I'm not down in the base of the valley. I'm going through, just skimming through those pleats at the top. I'm going to wrap my thread around, anchor it with my thumb, and pull through. And then to finish it off, I'm going to go down in the top of the pleat. Now you don't want to go back down into the valley because that will pull the leaf down into that adjacent valley and you won't really see the leaf. And the whole idea, of course, is to see that leaf. So let me do that stitch for you again. So I've come back up again in the center valley. I'm going to go through, skim through those 2 top pleats. Also notice that I'm starting that needle really down where I just came up. If you skim through up here, when you loop it around, your lazy daisy is going to close there, and so it's going to look like you have half a leaf rather than a whole leaf. I'm going around counterclockwise this time so that I don't twist the thread, because this time the stitch is leaning this way. Pulling it through, and then I'm going to go down, anchor it in the top of that pleat. Okay, I hope you can see. There's my 2 lacy daisy leaves. Now maybe you're forming a lacy daisy flower instead. In that case, you would want those petals to all sit on top of the smocking. And so you'd come up in the top of the pleat. And I don't know if you can see that that's what I'm doing. But on each of these lazy daisy petals, I have come up in the top of the pleat rather than the valley, which is what I'm doing here for the last one. Turn my smocking this way, and I'm going to go back in, if I can get in there. Again, skim through the tops of the pleats. Go around my needle, pull it through, going to go actually this time through the top of the next pleat to anchor it, which will pull that petal over a little bit farther. Okay, and let me do another one to show you. Part of it is this, I'm not back smocked, and so which is, you can see as the pleats are pulling apart, that's why we have to back smock behind something like this. But again, I've come up in the top of that pleat. I'm skimming through my pleats, looping the thread around, pulling it through, and then I'm going to go anchor it by going down in the top of the adjacent pleat. And I'm going to do one more here to kind of finish out this flower. Okay, and so there's my finished flower, and if I went in and back smocked, we'd pull that together, and there you could see my finished flower. So if you have any questions, just drop them down in the comments, but hopefully now you will be all set to do your lazy daisy leaves in whichever smocking plate you're doing.
I hope that you found this video helpful. If you would like some more information on smocking, check out my Get Started Smocking video, which I will link to below. I also have a Learn to Smock course, which shows you step by step how to make a smocked Christmas ornament, so perfect for this time of year. And I also, if you're watching this in real time, November 2nd, I am hosting a free smock along that it goes along with to make a Christmas ornament, which goes along with my companion Christmas ornament book. So if you are interested in that, I will put the links for all of those below. Make sure to check those out, and come join us on November 2nd, 2022, when we will be kicking off the smock along via Zoom. So get all the information below and make sure to register and come join us. Happy smocking.